The training pyramid for horse education and conditioning. Have you ever wondered why some horses with the slightest aid give the most precise response? Why do others, even with lots of practice, remain unbalanced and unresponsive? The secret to success lies in building solid scientific foundations. These fundamental principles are established from a structured framework known as the horse training pyramid. This comprehensive pyramid serves as a detailed roadmap for developing a healthy, well-balanced horse, making it fully ready for professional performance, whether in jumping or in the discipline of dressage. The fourth level is called impulsion or propulsive force. At this stage, the horse must learn to use its hindquarters in order to effectively ensure that power is transferred forward. In fact, without impulsion, the horse simply moves forward, but does not truly progress at all. There's no jumping, no passage, or piaffe. This stage is the absolute master key to jumping, the master key to dressage movements like piaffe, passage, and even collection, contact, and full connection. A horse with correct impulsion always steps lightly, remains connected, is focused and fully prepared to cooperate with its rider. We want to talk more about this important topic together. There are several exercises that can be highly effective for engaging your horse's back muscles and controlling the hind power transfer from the rear to the front, which significantly enhances your horse's balance and stability. Also, as a rider, you'll feel the horse's head is much lighter and noticeably softer. The very first technique to consider is transitions. These are transitions moving from one gait to another or transitions within a gait. For example, this might involve going from a very collected trot to a fully extended trot. Or it could be smoothly transitioning from canter to trot or back again to a trot. All these transitions cause your horse to actively engage its back more and steadily increase its daily interaction with you. Initial training exercises with a young horse can start with simple transitions from walk to trot and trot back to walk, and then you can eventually go from a steady trot to a full halt and even more. Perform the halt to trot and ask your horse for it. Once you clearly see that your horse is remaining calm and understands exactly what you mean, you should ask your horse for smooth canter to trot transitions and even trot to canter. These movements will lead to the horse patiently waiting for your aid and influence. Its powerful hindquarters become more active, and the horse's focused mind stays alert and sharp while it remains responsive. Exercise 2 involves spirals and circles with frequent gait changes. Begin by trotting in a 20-meter circle. Bring the horse to a sudden and complete halt, transition into a steady rhythmic walk, and then proceed forward with good energy to the previous gait. This method significantly increases control and contact between rider and horse, while also helping with collection and effectively engaging the horse's hindquarters. Most importantly, it also consistently helps to prevent the horse's mind from getting bored. The more easily and smoothly you can execute these movements, the significantly higher the score that can be awarded to the overall quality of your performance. Exercise 3 involves riding on straight lines, followed by a complete and sudden halt. You should enter a straight line with a great deal of energy from either a trot or a walk. Bring the horse to a sudden halt. Then, after waiting for 2 seconds, start moving with energy once again. This specific movement helps the horse shift its weight back to the rear and engage its powerful thigh muscles and hocks more effectively. The fourth exercise we will cover is a movement called the leg yield. Here I'll only mention the numerous benefits of this move because I think those watching this video or listening to this podcast already know how to perform it. As you know, this movement helps to supple the horse's body and improve overall flexibility. It significantly enhances the deep sense of connection and harmony between horse and rider. It furthermore assists in the process to gradually engage the horse's hindquarters. Of course, remember that the movement must be done forward and sideways simultaneously. Now, let's move on to exercise 5, which is pole work on the ground. This exercise involves using poles placed at regular intervals during trot and canter gaits, and you can also raise these poles to encourage higher steps and better engagement from your horse. Significantly enhance muscle engagement and create exceptionally beneficial and dynamic impulsion, forcing the horse to take meticulously precise, perfectly balanced, and immensely powerful strides. Cat. The thigh and abdominal muscles will become highly engaged and intensely active throughout this exercise. Important notes to consider when training to build substantial strength and impulsion in the horse are first. The horse you are riding shouldn't just go faster, but must become physically stronger and remain consistently under your control. Your leg, hand, and seat aids must be precisely accurate and coordinated throughout the exercise. And be coordinated. They must remain consistent when building impulsion. If the horse becomes dull or rushes too much, this behavior clearly demonstrates a significant lack of connection or proper rider balance. Training sessions should always include frequent short rest periods and consistent positive reward. To put it simply, when observing from a distance at first glance, a horse moving fast might seem very active and ready. But the underlying reality of the situation is being fast does not automatically mean having true impulsion. There is a fundamental and significant difference between simply moving fast and truly having impulsion. When a horse just goes fast, it is usually rushing, unbalanced, and being pulled from the front, much like high-speed race horses on a track. That horse lacks focus, and its responses to the subtle cues and aids provided by the rider are often incomplete or slow. But when a horse truly has impulsion, you see its movements as powerfully energetic and rhythmic, yet remaining completely controlled and balanced. The power of movement is generated from the hindquarters, not by the horse's body being pulled forward. A horse with true impulsion is connected to the rider, remaining sensitive to the aids, and moves forward with full focus and purpose. So remember, our primary goal is not just fast movement. Instead, the ultimate goal is to achieve movement with power, balance, unwavering focus, and a clear, immediate response to every signal. How well can you honestly score your horse in each of these specific skills? Have you ever really taken the time to think about it during your training? If you were to test your horse on each of these specific skills, what score would it get? The very fifth level of this pyramid is formally referred to as straightness. The horse must keep its body in a line between the rider's hands and legs, whether on a straight line or curves. In practical terms, this means that the horse's body on a straight line must remain on two tracks, moving forward straight without any deviation. This is exactly where the symmetry and development of the horse's muscles becomes very apparent. Young and inexperienced horses are generally quite weak at staying steady and balanced on these straight lines. And that is why it is often suggested that riders should utilize the arena fence line for guidance. But to truly test yourself, try to go down the center line at several different gaits. Move away from the support of the fence and see how well you can keep your horse on two distinct tracks and a perfectly straight line without having that physical boundary to guide you. In addition to this, you should carefully check to see if your horse gives a steady and consistent response to your various commands and physical aids from start to finish and consistently maintains its intended line. Sometimes you can initiate your turn much earlier and from a further distance. Please move 2 to 3 meters away from the fence and check if you and your horse are able to maintain this distance until the end of the arena. Continue moving toward the fence line without making any changes. Maintaining straightness is an essential prerequisite for the next stage, which is the process of collection. Achieving lateral balance and straightness is necessary for success. Here, the discussion of balance must be mentioned, which complements this stage. Maintaining a straight posture without having proper balance is not going to be possible. The visual representation you see here on the screen is a comparison of two riders with different balance. The image on the right side clearly shows you the correct balance. The central blue line passes vertically between the two shoulders and the horse's pelvis. Both sides of the horse's body are in a state of balance. The scales are completely level, meaning the weight is equally distributed between the two sides of the body. That is, if the body of the horse is split directly in half, the rider's body is also perfectly divided and halved equally. The result is that the horse remains perfectly balanced and straight right in the center, which is the appropriate rider position for the correct execution of advanced movements with the horse. On the left side, you can easily detect the lack of lateral balance. Yes, the horse is crooked or deviated. Notice how the center line does not pass between the legs, but is tilted to the left. The scales are unequal. The right side is lower than the left. This indicates more weight on one side of the body. That is, the horse is either tilted to one side or has distributed its weight unequally between its legs. As a result, the horse cannot move straight, its movements are unstable, and the possibility of precise execution of movements is lost. Work on these movements both in a perfectly straight line and in various curved lines. The final and most sophisticated stage of the training pyramid is collection. It is essential that you do not overwork or tire the horse mentally and physically. Incorporate various simple transitions, such as moving from a canter to a walk. Always keep in mind that the horse must want to cooperate with you, not be forced into it. Look at this table. It shows us that if you have a problem at any stage, exactly what you should be looking for in your horse to strengthen it. Perhaps we simply and blindly follow certain training methods that we are not very sure about the result of our work,